తెలియజేయగలరు. ఈమెయిల్ ddsaptagiri@gmail.com, ఫేస్బుక్ www.facebook.com/ddsaptagiri, ట్విట్టర్ twitter.com/ddsaptagiri-vja, ఇన్స్టాగ్రామ్ www.instagram.com/ddsaptagiri, యూట్యూబ్ www.youtube.com/c/ddsaptagiri.
Hello children, a very happy morning to all of you. Hope you are all safe and secure at your homes. The intention behind my presence over here is to make you clear with how the question paper is going to be for your SSC examination 2020, which is going to be conducted in coming July. As far as English is concerned, here we are going to have it a single paper. That is the major change that has taken place here, and the paper is going to be for 100 marks. Previously we used to have it in 2 papers, now it is going to be in a single paper. What about the number of questions? What about the weightage of each question, or how many sections are there? Let us know all the things in detail. I am going to introduce you a model paper by which you can clearly understand how the paper is going to be. Let us see the model paper. Before getting into the session, I wish to tell you something, that for preparation and presentation you are going to depend much on the textbook. As far as the preparation is concerned, you should treat your textbook as a holy book, and you have to go through each and every page having the question paper in view, because 90% of the question paper is going to hold the content from your textbook itself. And as far as the presentation is concerned, again you have to take the help of the question paper much, because it is going to help you a lot and make all your presentation with a good sense, and whatever the vocabulary you wanted to apply there in your answers, you can definitely take that from the question paper itself. You should definitely remember these 2 points. Okay children, let us move on to today's session now. That is the model SSC examination paper July 2020. Here, as usual, in this paper we have 3 sections, and this paper is for 100 marks, and the time duration given for you is 3 hours 15 minutes. The 15 minutes are meant for having a good read of the question paper given to you. So, you have to go through the question paper thoroughly before attempting it. Here let us see what are there under section A, and what are covered under section B, and what are there under section C. Here under section A, it is totally the reading comprehension as usual, but here some other changes have taken place. Let us see what they are. Here from question number 1 to 5 is going to be the reading passage for comprehension. It is from reading A of your syllabus. You have 6 lessons from 6 units under reading A. You will be given a passage from that particular lesson, under which you will be given 5 questions. Among those 5 questions, 2 are WH questions and 3 are multiple choice questions. But each of those questions carry 2 marks. That means in toto it is going to become 10 marks for that very particular passage which has 1 to 5 questions. And when we go for the next passage, that is which comes from the poem, reading B poem, it is having 3 questions. You will be given a stanza from the 3 poems that are there in your syllabus. What are they? They are Once Upon a Time, Or Will the Dreamer Awake, or A Plea for India. So, from those 3 poems, you may be given a stanza under this content as a passage for this question number 6 to 8. You have to read the stanza thoroughly and you have to answer the 3 multiple choice questions given under the stanza. And here again you are going to have each question for 2 marks. Again it is going to be for 6 marks in total. Next comes question number 9 and 10. These questions are given with the passage which comes from the prose under reading B of your syllabus. That means you have 6 lessons for reading B, and out of those 6 lessons 3 are poems, the remaining 3 are under prose. From those 3 prose lessons you will be given a passage and you will be given 2 multiple choice questions under the given passage. You have to go through the passage and then you have to go answering the questions given under the passage. Here they are, for each question carries 2 marks and in total they become for 4 marks. Next comes question number 11 to 15. This is another passage, but of course it is not going to be from the textual concern, it is non-textual. So, you will be given from study skills. You have to study whatever the picture given there, whatever the table given there, whatever the tree diagram, either pie chart or maybe a bar graph you will be given there for this question. You have to study whatever the thing that is given there and then you should go answering the questions given under that very particular bar graph or something. Here again you will be given 2 WH questions and 3 multiple choice questions. They are all very much concerned, very much related to the given pie chart or whatever the tree diagram or something, the picture that is given there. You have to study and answer those questions. They are again for each question carries 2 marks and in total it becomes 5 into 2, 10 marks. So, as a whole, when we observe this section A, you are going to have 4 passages. Let me say, the first one is from your reading A, second one is going to be from your reading B, that is mainly from poems, and the third one is going to be from reading B again, but it is going to be from the prose section. And the fourth one is not from your textbook, it is out of your textbook. You have to read the study skills, you have to go through the study skills and then you can answer the question in a better way. So, section A totally is of 30 marks. Earlier it used to be for each question used to be for 1 mark, but it is doubled now. So, you can score better. But the thing is, you must be very much careful that if at all you do any single simple mistake, you may lose 2 marks. So, you should be very careful while attempting the questions. Let us go watching the section B, how it is going to be. Section B is for 40 marks, in which we are going to have both grammar and vocabulary. Here the question numbers start from 16 to 32. So, here the question number 16 to 23 are going to be from grammar. That means earlier we used to have it under paper 1, but now they are taken into the unified paper. So, here the grammar items for 8 questions have to answer under section B. Here when we see question number 16, it is combining the sentences using relative clause, which is for 2 marks. You will be given for 2 marks. The question number 17 is for changing the voice. You will be given a sentence and you have to change its voice. It is again for 2 marks. Question number 18, it is combine the sentences using linkers. It is again for 2 marks. Question number 19, fill in the blanks with prepositions. Here you will be given 2 things to answer and each carries 1 mark, thereby it becomes again for 2 marks. Question number 20, fill in the blanks with suitable verb forms. You will be given 2 blanks, you have to fill them with the verb forms, concerned verb forms which are given in the brackets, and you can score 2 marks again here. And question number 21, it is advice. As usual, it is advice. You have to attempt this question and you can score 2 marks. Question number 22, change the following into polite request. See, it is going to be very easiest part for you to attempt these questions and you can score total marks here, 2 marks, 2 marks, 2 marks, likewise you can score in a better way. Here question number 23, it is going to be what do the following sentences mean? That means it comes from the language functions. Choose the right answer. So, even for this you are given 2 into 1, 2 marks. You will be given 2 questions, 2 expressions and you have to find out what it is of and then you can score 2 marks. Question number 24, choose the right synonyms. From this question, question number 24 onwards, you are going to get it from vocabulary, what we used to have under paper 2 previously. So, from question number 24 onwards up to question number 32, we are going to have them from the previous paper 2, that is from vocabulary. So, choose the right synonyms. It is for, you will be given 4 words and you have to find it 4 synonyms and you can score 4 marks there. Question number 25, it is match column A with the antonyms in column B. That means you have to be thorough with the antonyms and you can easily answer this question, which gives you 4 marks. The next question number 25 is match column A with the antonym in column B, that is for 4 marks, and question number 26, fill in the blanks with right form of words. Again it is for 4 marks. Question number 27, complete the following spellings with the double vowels. See, double vowels here, E-A, A-E, I-A. We used to do it under paper 2 section B and it is now again here, which is very easy for you to do and score 2 marks here. Question number 28, fill in the blanks with correct suffixes. Again you will be given a choice there because you will be given 2 words in the 2 suffixes in the brackets and you have to find the correct one and you have to just write that in the given blank, which gives you 2 marks. Question number 29, it is find the wrongly spelt word and write the correct spelling. You will be given against each A or B, you will be given 4 words amongst which you have to find the wrongly spelt word and write the correct spelling of that very particular word, and it gives you 2 marks. Question number 30, that is dictionary skills. This is a newly introduced question for you, but of course we used to do it for the previous 2 examinations. We used to give it for paper 2 we have done it, and now it is going to be for question number 30. You have to answer 2 questions under that very dictionary page, and it gives you 2 marks. Question number 31, arrange the following words under correct heading. You will be given 8 words and 2 headings are given. You have to take 4 each under each heading, which gives you 2 marks if all of them are correct. Question number 32, one word substitutes. You have learned them thoroughly already. You can definitely understand what is the meaning of that very particular word, one word substitute, and you can score it better. It is 4 into half, that is for 2 marks. This is the section B, that is for 40 marks, means the lion's share of this question paper is of grammar and vocabulary. And when we go to C, section C, here it is for creative expressions, or we may say discourses. So here previously we were given 4 plus 4, 8 discourses were done, but now it is not so. You are given question number 33, 34 and 35. Here again they are for 10 marks each. Previously they were for 5 marks, and now they are for 10 marks each. So while attempting these creative expressions, you should be more careful, because previously when it is for 5 marks, okay, what are the content that you used to present there while attempting this question was enough for the evaluator to get impressed, but it is not so here, because it is for 10 marks. You have to make much more practice to present it in a better manner, and you should practice it in such a manner that you should at least get more than 8 or 9 marks. Thereby you can go up to scoring 10 GPA. If not, if at all you are a little worthy, less worthier in attempting these questions, that may lead you to a bit lesser than attaining the 10 GPA. So you should be very much careful while attempting even this section as well. See here, question number 33, here we have an internal choice, that is you can write either a conversation or a diary entry. Both of them are very easy and very much familiar to you in attempting. So you have to choose the best that you can do. Here, if you can do the conversation better, means you can opt for that, or else the content, that is the context and the content that is given there in the question paper makes you more comfortable to attempt the diary entry. That's okay, you can choose diary entry. But the thing is, ultimately you should be able to score more in that particular question. The next question is question number 34, and here again you are given the internal choice between writing a letter or writing a biographical sketch. These two are also, we used to have the choice of attempting these questions in the previous question papers as well. So you can definitely attempt them in a better manner, but you should be very much careful while attempting the questions with the pattern of that discourse here, because as I said earlier, each and every simple mistake may lead to get less marks over here. So you should be very much careful even while writing letter writing and biographical sketch. And this question again is for 10 marks. Question number 35, it is an internal choice between the newly introduced questions of this year, that is the first one is writing WH, framing WH questions of the underlined phrases or sentences, underlined parts of the given passage. You have to read that, you have to frame the particular questions which are which can get the underlined parts as its answers. Okay. So, that is framing WH questions, and it has an internal choice of attempting with information transfer. Again, here I will be given either a pie chart or a bar graph, maybe a tree diagram will be given. You have to read it thoroughly and you have to write the content in your own sentences in a paragraph, whatever it is given there in that particular chart or diagram. Okay, this is nothing but information transfer. So, here question number 33, 34 and 35, these 3 questions, they carry 30 marks in total. Each carries 10 marks. So, I advise you children, based on the format that you can follow in a better manner, or based on your ability in attempting these questions, you can choose the better one. Or else, if at all you are comfortable and you are left with some more time to answer, you may go attempting the leftover questions. Means you might have chosen some questions to attempt 3 questions here. You may go attempting the choice as well. If at all you feel comfortable to attempt them and you are left with some more time at the time of examination, you can attempt them. As far as this question number 35 is concerned, I would advise you to attempt the information transfer better, because here if you go attempting the framing of WH questions, that if you make any single mistake in framing a single question, that may lead to lose 2 marks instantly. So, it would be convenient for you to write the information transfer, thereby you can definitely gain more number of marks over here. And as I said earlier, if you are left with some more time, you can attempt the WH questions, and thereby if it is right, means you can score total number of marks here, 10 marks. If you attempt 5 questions in a correct manner, then automatically you can get 10 marks totally. That is why I advise you children, you write both the questions, you attempt both the questions for question number 35 is concerned. Okay, this is how the question paper is going to be for your coming examination, SSC examination 2020, which is going to be conducted in the month of July. And the dates are also declared. You are going to write your English exam on 12th July. So, for that you should definitely have as many model papers as you have to, because you can practice them well and get a good confidence to attempt your final examination, public examination. For that reason, I am going to give you another model paper based on this pattern of new paper of SSC examination, which is for 100 marks. Let me show you, let me take you to get introduced to another model paper here. Let us see that. See, before getting into that, the academic standard wise marks division is given here. It is reading comprehension, which comes under section A, is for 30 marks, and grammar and vocabulary, which is under section B, is going to be 40 marks, and creative expression, which comes under section C, is going to be for 30 marks. In toto, the total the paper is going to be for 100 marks. Just having all the things in your mind, let us go through the model paper that I am going to introduce you today. As usual, you will be given some instructions. You should not forget to read those instructions before getting into answering the question paper. Here it is given at the beginning of the paper itself, the time duration you are given here 3 hours 15 minutes. And the maximum marks are 100. Hope each and every student scores 100 out of 100. Here instructions given. what are the instructions given? 5 instructions are given. The question paper has 35 questions in 3 sections, A, B and C. The second one is answer all the questions on a separate answer book supplied to you. You should remember this. This is the major change that has taken place this year. You are going to be given a separate answer book in which you have to answer all the questions. That means question number 1 to question number 35, all the answers are to be answered in the answer book supplied to you. Next one is the third instruction, 15 minutes of time is allotted exclusively for reading the question paper and 3 hours for writing the answers. That means you should not neglect of going through the question paper once. Answer all the questions of section B, grammar and vocabulary, in the same order at one place in your answer book. You should not shuffle the question numbers here while answering the section B questions. Of course, I suggest you children that even for the questions under section A and section C, you can write them in the given order itself, which may give you a good lead to answer the question paper. The next one is start answering the questions as you read them. Yes, you need not wait, or you should not be rushed to attempting the question paper without reading the questions, or you should not keep reading the whole of the question paper twice, thrice or like that. You just start answering the questions as you read them. Okay, before getting into the next one, let's take a short break. Welcome back, children. Yes, let's go to the question paper now. Model paper it is going to be. Yes, it is section A, reading comprehension, and it is for 30 marks. Here you are given a passage. It is from the lesson The Environment, and under this passage you are given 5 questions. See, when I was a child, which is almost more than 50 years ago, the environment was very pristine, very beautiful and very green. We were a British colony, and the British government at that time started to clear cut the indigenous forests in our forested mountains because they wanted to establish commercial plantations of exotic species of trees such as the limes from the northern hemisphere and the eucalyptus from Australia. These trees are very nice. They grow tall and they grow very fast, but as they grow, they destroy all the local biological diversity. All the flora and fauna disappeared. Now here, after this passage, as you read this, you have to go reading the questions given under the passage. Let's see what they are. Now answer the following questions, and each question carries 2 marks and totally it is for 10 marks. The first 2 questions, as it is already mentioned, they are WH questions. What is the first question given here? See children, you have to write these questions or note somewhere, and you are going to have the answers of this question paper in the evening session. So, you just note these questions down and answer on your own and compare with the answers that I give you in the evening session. Okay. So, here what is the first question given? What did the British government do? And the second question is, what is the meaning of the word indigenous? The third question is, when Wangari Maathai was a child, the environment was, see, you are given three options here, very normal, very peaceful, very pristine, very beautiful and green. So, you choose the right option and write the letter. Next comes, what species did they bring from abroad? Eucalyptus, pine and eucalyptus, flora and fauna. So, amongst these three, you find the correct one and write the correct option with the letter, whether it is A or B or C. That is it. You need not write the answer. You should write the letter of the correct option. Next one is question number 5. What happened to the local flora and fauna? It completely appeared, disappeared or increased. You choose the right one and write the correct option. The next passage is from the poem A Plea for India. We Indians are proud to be a strong nation. Our roots, we declare, cannot be shaken. Then why these fights which leave us in poor plight? Irrespective of our region, forget the castes which make us lose our charm. So, under this you are given 3 multiple choice questions, and the first one is dash feeling is expressed in the poem. A religious, B patriotic, C regional. The second one is which leaves us in poor plight? Caste, poverty, fights. Eighth one is dash make us lose our charm? Caste, poverty, fights. You choose the right option and write the correct letter against each of that. The next one, question number 9 and 10, you have to read the given passage, and it is from reading B, prose. It is from the first unit, reading B, every successful story and so on. As a young cartoonist, Walt Disney faced many rejections from newspaper editors who said he had no talent. One day, a minister at a church hired him to draw some cartoons. Disney was working out of a small mouse infested shed near church. After seeing a small mouse, he was inspired. That was the start of Mickey Mouse. Now answer the following questions. Each question carries 2 marks and it is for 4 marks totally. Walt Disney was inspired by, given options are small shed, small church or a small mouse. The other question is, what is meant by mouse infested shed? A shed occupied by a large number of rats, a shed occupied and damaged by a large number of rats, a shed built by a large number of rats. So, you find the correct option and write the letter over there. Question number 11 to 15, it is from the study skills. Study the following table carefully. Rates of GST in different countries here. That is the table given here. Let us study the table. That is first one, here serial number is given and the country names of different countries are given and rates of different their respective GSTs are given against each of the country. So, you have to go through this content given in the table and you have to go answering the questions given under this table. What are the questions given here? Let us see. Now, answer the following questions. Here again 2 questions are WH questions, 3 questions are multiple choice questions. First one is, what is the data about? Second one is, how many countries are shown in the table? Third one is, the rate of GST in Germany is. You are given 3 options here, A, B, C, and you have to choose the right option. Which country has the highest rate of GST? Australia, Japan or France? You just go studying the table again and answer the correct one. Next, which is the correct statement among the following sentences? Canada and Japan have the same rate of GST. Our country is shown in the above table. The rate of GST of France is less than that of Germany. Whatever the statement that you feel correct, you can go opting it with its letter. Next, section B, it is grammar and vocabulary. Here I have given you some questions for this section. See, let us see what they are. And this section B is for 40 marks in total. Combine the following sentences using which, and that is the question number 16. Nick's mother invented a plastic instrument. It helps Nick in holding things. So you have to combine these two sentences using the relative pronoun, that is which. Next comes question number 17, that is change the following into passive voice. You are given a sentence in active voice, that is Abel did not pay the insurance premium, and you have to convert it into passive voice and it carries 2 marks. Next comes question number 18, combine the following sentences using although. So here the sentences given are Ray lost Charlotta's script, but he did not want to complain. These two are the sentences given here, and you have to combine the given sentences using the linker although. It is again for 2 marks. Question number 19, fill in the blanks with suitable prepositions given in the brackets. So here you will be given 2 sentences in which you are given some blanks, and for those blanks you are given three choices of answers. You have to choose the correct answer and write it in the blank. That means you have to take all the answers to the answer booklet. You have to just put the question number and write the answer. That's it. Here it is given Jyotika goes to school dash Deepika daily. The options given are along with, ahead of, in spite of. Out of these 3 given choices, you have to take one as the correct option and you have to write against the question number in your answer booklet. Next comes B, that is Mr. Abel was very fond dash his grandson Jimmy. Here again you are given 3 options. They are for, of, OF of and OFF of. And whatever preposition that you feel opts here, that comes here as the correct one, you can opt it. Next comes question number 20, fill in the blanks with suitable form of the verb given in the brackets. It is again for 2 marks. You are given 2 blanks here and you are given verbs in the brackets. You have to change the verb form accordingly and write in the particular blank. That means you have to write the answers again in the answer booklet itself, not in the question paper. You have to remember it. You should not write anything on the question paper, but it is to be written only in the given answer booklet. Next comes question number 21. Your brother is going out to buy vegetables, and as we all know, this is the corona, these are the corona days, and you have to advise him to wear a mask while going out. So how you advise? You just write there. It is again for 2 marks. Next comes question number 22. Ask your father to give you ₹1,000 to go for a field trip in a polite way. That means you have to write this as a polite request. It is again for 2 marks. Question number 23. What do the following sentences mean? Choose the correct answer. You are given an expression there against each of the question and you have to find what sort of expression does it match to. See, here it is given our friend Alvis sick. That is given there in your lesson, the dear departed too. What does it mean actually? You have to know that. You are given 4 options under this question and you have to identify which one it comes under. See, it is given hesitation or surprise or pleasure or distress. You have to choose the right option and answer it. Next comes, would you mind giving me a lift? Or do you mind giving me a lift? This is the expression given here, and what sense does it give? See here, giving permission or making request or seeking permission or asking information. So, you have to know the answer, you have to understand what is given there in that question, what expression is given there and how it makes a sense, or like that you have to understand, and then you can attempt the answer, okay, attempt the question. See, let us see question number 24. Here again, read the following paragraph and write the synonyms of the underlined words choosing from the words given in the box. It is again for 4 marks, that is you will be given 4 words underlined from the passage. You have to choose the correct synonym, the correct word as a synonym from the given words in a box. Let us see that here. Lakshmana Sastri summoned the teacher in our presence, told the teacher that he should not spread the poison of social inequality and communal intolerance in the minds of innocent children. He bluntly asked the teacher to either apologize or quit the school and the island. Here 4 words are underlined and you have to get the synonyms from the words given above. Next comes question number 25. Read the paragraph and match the words under A with their antonyms under B. Write your answers and their corresponding numbers in the answer book. Here, though you are given matching sort of a question here, you should not write the numbers in the question paper, but whatever the numbers you feel correct, they are to be taken onto the answer booklet and they are to be written on that itself. See here, it is given shocked, left, distraught and old under this column A, and B has pleased, confident, dependent, young, stayed, doubtful. So, you have to go attempting the correct antonyms. You have to find the correct antonyms from the given words under column B, and you have to put the numbers against each of that. Then you can write it in your answer booklet. Next comes question number 26. Fill in the blanks with the right form of the words given in brackets. Here you are given 4 blanks, that is for 26 years he was the dash of Chitrabani. Here you are given 3 choices. What are they? Direction, director and directed. Whatever you feel correct, you have to take that word there into that blank and you have to answer it. Here 4 such blanks are there and you have to write the 4 answers chosen from the given choices which are given in the brackets. Then you have to write it in the answer booklet. This is again for 4 marks, 4 into 1, 4 marks. Question number 27. Complete the following spellings of the words choosing the double vowels that are given there, A, likewise. So, here you are given 2 words, one is receipt and the other one is bureau. When you know the correct spelling of those words, you can definitely write, fill in the blanks. The next one is question number 28. It is complete the words with correct suffixes in the brackets. So, here again a word, the words are given there which are not totally filled. Instead, you are given the suffixes as a choice there. Which one is correct? You have to choose and write in the given blanks. Challenge is C-A-N-G-E-S or E-N-G-E-S. Whatever you feel right, you have to write there in the given blank against the question number in your answer booklet. Next comes question number 29. Find the wrongly spelt word and write its correct spelling. Here again you are given 2 sets under A and B. Against A you are given 4 words, among which one is wrongly spelt. You have to find it out and write the correct spelling as well. As far as the B is concerned, again you are given here 4 more such words, and here again out of these 4, one is wrongly spelt. You have to identify it and rewrite it with a correct spelling. Then you can score 2 marks. Next comes the question number 30, that is dictionary entry. You are given a dictionary page here, page from a dictionary, and you have to read the whole of the content that is given there, and you have to go answering the given questions here. It's again given audious here. You have to write what's the part of speech of the given word, and the second one is what is its adverb form. You have to find from the given content and write under the given questions. Next comes question number 31. Arrange the following words under correct headings. 8 into 1/4 mark it is given. So, it is for 2 marks in total. You will be given 8 words and there are 2 heads under which you have to classify those 8 words, 4 in each. Under the heads singulars and plurals. It is given crisis, crisis, syllabi, thesis, fungus, fungi, thesis, syllabus. So, the words you have to take under 2 heads, 4 singulars and 4 plurals. You have to write under those 2. Actually, you have to write the same heads there, headings there in your answer booklet, and then you write these 8 words divided or classified in these 2 heads, singulars and the plurals. Next comes question number 32. Match the following one word substitutes with their meanings and write in the answer booklet. See here, one word substitutes are going to give you 2 marks here. So, you are sure to get this. You have to by heart learn the meanings of those one word substitutes by heart. Here you are given biography, documentary, rendezvous, and manuscript. These are the 4 words given here, and you have to match them with the correct meanings that are given under the column B, that is part B. You have to identify them and write it in the answer booklet. Next comes section C. Here it is for 30 marks. As I told you earlier at the beginning of this session itself, it is carrying, each of this question is going to have 10 marks. So, you should read the question thoroughly. You should know the context and the content of the question. Here in the lesson, the brave the potter caught a tiger thinking of a donkey. The villagers saw the tiger tied to a tree in front of the potter's house. Write a possible conversation between the potter and one of the villagers. You should definitely know that what are the characters in between the conversation is going to take place. Only then you can write it with the relevance, proper relevance should be there. So, here this is from the lesson The Brave Potter, and the conversation is going to be between the potter and one of the villagers, and the context is that he caught a tiger thinking of a donkey. Here we know that how the villagers felt of this potter by catching hold of that tiger and getting it tied to a tree in front of his house. So, the expression of the villagers and the potter are to be carried into the conversation in a better manner. Whatever the utterances that you use there in the conversation are to be in relevance with this context. You should take care of that, and there should be more than 10 exchanges while writing the conversation for getting good marks. Okay, such things are to be taken care of while attempting this discourses, especially all the grammar items or the vocabulary that you have learned throughout the year are to be applied while attempting these creative expressions. You should use all those things, one word, you can use one word substitutions, and even sometimes you can write the foreign expressions as well as an applied form here. Whenever you get the context, you can apply them with all your happy attempts. See here, let us see Murthy's father. Here again you are told already that here it is going to be an internal choice between a conversation and a diary entry. What is the context given and what is the lesson from which it is given to attempt the diary entry? Let us see it. Murthy's father expressed his helplessness to send his son to join IIT due to his financial position. Write the agony of Murthy's father in the form of a diary entry. So, you have to be in the shoes of Murthy, how he might have felt at that very particular moment when he was said no by his father to join the IIT along with his friends. He wanted to join there, but he was not sent there due to some financial problems or whatever the things they are. Now, you have to imagine yourself as Murthy and you have to be in the shoes of Murthy. What type of expression he might have had in him at that very particular context, you have to go writing in the diary entry. Next comes question number 34. Government of Andhra Pradesh introduced many programs for the sake of school-going children of the state. Now write a letter to your cousin explaining the benefits that you got with support from the government of Amma Odi and Vidya Divena. See here, here again for question number 34, you are going to have internal choice between letter writing and the biographical sketch. Letter writing has some prescribed pattern of writing, so you better attempt letter writing. That's my sincere advice. But of course, some may feel that as some content is given there, as some detailed things there in biographical sketch, some children may feel comfortable to attempt biographical sketch to get more marks. Okay, that's fine. But I would suggest you to write letter writing to score high. See here, we can go for the choice here as an internal choice. You are given the details of Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. His date of birth is 14th April 1891. Place of birth is in central provinces, that is currently Madhya Pradesh. Parents are Ramji Maloji Sakpal and Bhimabai Murpat Sakpal, and wife Ramabai Ambedkar, Ramabai Ambedkar. Education something Elphinstone High School, University of Bombay, Columbia University, London School of Economics. All these things are given there, and associations, Samata, Sainik Dal, Independent Labour Party, Scheduled Caste Federation, political ideology is given there, religious beliefs are given there. A Hindu by birth he was, and a Buddhist from 1956 onwards, and books written. They are essays on untouchables and untouchability, the annihilation of caste, waiting for a visa, death. It is 6th December 1956. These are the details given about Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, and you have to write it as a biographical sketch. You know about the pattern that you have to follow to write this biographical sketch. But you should definitely remember that it carries 10 marks and it should be so impressive, so perfect in writing. Next comes question number 35. India has many races. Here these two are newly introduced questions. The first one is you are given a passage, and in which you are given 4 lines or 4 phrases or 4 sentences, or sometimes 4 words are underlined, and you have to go through the passage thoroughly. You should understand what the underlined part is meant for. Likewise, you have to go thoroughly, and then you go reading the underlined parts, then you can frame the WH questions. For those 5 underlined parts, you have to frame 5 relevant questions. That means those underlined parts should be the answers for the WH questions that you frame. Okay, that is the intention of giving this, and it is for 10 marks. And it has an internal choice to transfer the information given here as in the form of either a bar graph or a pie chart or a tree diagram. It is given there. You have to study it, and you have to make use of your all the content that is given there in the picture, and whatever the details given there, you have to go through, and then you have to present them in your own sentences, which gives you 10 marks. So, as I told already, you can go attempting this question. Information transfer may give you definitely, if you can attempt that in a better manner, you can definitely score around 8 or 9. If at all you fail to attempt the questions, or if at all whatever the questions that you have written there for framing WH questions goes wrong, no problem. You can score here. So, you go attempting both the questions if possible. That is my suggestion. I think you are very much comfortable with this paper, and this paper is undoubtedly the easiest paper that I have ever come across, and it's very lucky for you that you're going to attempt a single paper. It's going to fetch you a lot. I hope each of you will definitely get 10 on 10. All the very best, children, and I am going to give you the answers of this question paper in today's evening session. I think you will all read the question paper, write the answers, and be ready to have the answers and get yourself boosted by getting the confidence that you have attempted all the questions with the correct answers. Thank you so much and have a good day.
మా కార్యక్రమంపై మీ అభిప్రాయాలు తెలియజేయగలరు. ఈమెయిల్ ddSaptagiri@gmail.com, ఫేస్బుక్ www.facebook.com/ddsaptagiri, ట్విట్టర్ twitter.com/ddsaptagiri-VJA, ఇన్స్టాగ్రామ్ www.instagram.com/ddsaptagiri, YouTube www.youtube.com/c/ddsaptagiri.